Good morning. It is day 22. It's like 6:30 in the morning and we are heading to the airport. So we did the airport pickup this morning, and then this morning on the way out, it was really early. It was like 6:30 when we left the apartment. So I just grabbed like a banana and some coffee with coconut oil in it to make sure that I wasn't annoyed or agitated too much when we picked her up at the airport. And then we kind of helped out a little. We stopped by her partner's place and filmed the whole waking up, not knowing she was there, realizing she was there, hugging, crying fest, which was awesome. And then it was about time to like start our actual day because by then it was, a few hours later. So we stopped on the way and got breakfast, which was awesome. We almost tried this new diner that I really want to go to, but I ended up playing it safe for myself and going to this really good restaurant called Tweet, which is they have a gluten-free menu in addition to their actual menu, so they're very much open for dietary needs and restrictions and different preferences. And so whenever I'm there, they actually make my hash browns in olive oil, so it takes a little longer for the food to come out, but I know that they're cooking it how I need them to and all of that. And then they have a California eggs Benedict, and I just get that without the Hollandaise, and it's like a tomato that's grilled up with like avocado and then the egg, and everything comes with like a fruit cup. So it was a really good breakfast. And they have amazing iced tea. They have a ginger peach unsweetened iced tea, which I love as well. So that was awesome. And then Murray had to go to work. So my boyfriend had to go to work, and so now and his work is like right across the street from my gym. So we went to breakfast, he went to work, and I hit the gym, and that was great. Oh, and fun thing at the gym, so they have the regular gym with all the equipment, but then they also have this like smaller gym that has some overflow equipment within it, and what I found today, and like a nice space where you can do like some stretching and some yoga without too much trouble, that's kind of away from the weight machines and the masses of people that are in the main gym. So I went in there today and I was looking around the machines, and I found this rowing machine, which I have never done a rowing machine before, so I decided to try it out, and one of the options is games. And so I took pictures, which I'm going to put right about there, which is, so this game is called fishing, I think was the option. And as you row, I couldn't tell which fish I was at first, and I think the idea is when you row, your fish goes up and then you can eat the littler fish, but that bigger fishes are coming from the other way to catch you. But it's very old school, and so there's a couple of pictures that I'm going to try to put in there for you, which is one is like the fish itself, and then I think I took a picture of the end of the game where it's like, this is how long you went, and this is what you're thinking. I don't know. And I have no idea what rowing is supposed to look like. I don't think I did very well. I was so focused on the game, but then it made me want to do it again because I was like, what is going on? So I might be making that part of my routine. If nothing else, it just feels like a callback to the graphing calculators that we used to have when I was a kid, where the games were like little pieces of graphics that kind of like went up and down and things like that. Anyway, I was just so excited by it. I did some machines and stuff, but the big thing of today was the rowing, and I did some stretching, but like the main thing was the row machine today. The old school, and it's not touchscreen, it's too old for touchscreen. I just had a blast. Anyway, now I'm heading home to make my lunch and prep dinner so that I can have lunch before rehearsal, and then I'll have a prepped dinner to put together when I get home. And I'm also due for a new platejoy menu, so I'm going to put together a menu so that Instacart will then deliver stuff tomorrow morning. When I wake up, I will have new groceries and a new menu, but for today I think I'm going to look at what I have and see if I can make one of last week's menu for lunch and then another one for dinner if I can look at the ingredients that I have and see what I've got left. So that's how it's going so far. Things are good despite the fact that last night I went to bed at like 2:30 because I just couldn't stop watching the OA. And also I was like just kind of messing around the house. I just had energy last night. Probably because I was relaxing all day, which felt very necessary and very needed. But I think it led to my late night. But then early morning up and no problem, and I'm still doing good. It's 1:30, so there might be a crash in our future, but who knows? I'll let you know about that later on. Well, the rest of the day went pretty awesome. Let's see, the last time I talked to you, I was in the car, came home, made lunch, got my stuff together for rehearsal, went to rehearsal, it went really well. And then I got to the end of rehearsal, came home and made dinner, and now we're looking at about 10:45. And I'm a little tired, but not crazy. And when I got home, I was very insistent that it was time to eat, but I wasn't angry or mad. I was just very focused on making some food. So I think things are still going really well. I have a little bit of stuff to do tonight, but not too much, so I'm probably just going to finish putting together the video and then wrap up some things and go to bed. This is a long day. Today I did find we left the house at like 6:30, so I did have like a snack sort of before my first official meal, and then at lunch, which was around 2:30 or so, at the end of lunch I had pistachios, which I kind of called another snack, just because I felt like leaving at 2:30 and not knowing exactly when I was coming home, and I just didn't want to bring a lot of stuff with me. I didn't want to worry about the food stuff, and I made it all the way through rehearsal. I did bring some coffee with me, and I had like coffee and hot tea and some water. I've always over the last like few years been big on making sure that I have like a ton of beverages whenever I'm in a room for a few hours and I don't know that I'm going to be taking breaks. So I did have like coffee and tea and water with me, but I didn't have anything to snack on, didn't have anything to eat during rehearsal or right after. I just came home and made my food and then ate it, and I felt really good. It felt really good to not worry about it. That is one difference between the beginning of Whole30 and now. And actually, in the last couple Whole30s, I don't know that I thought about it this little. We always say to make sure we have snacks, and so like I did have some like banana crisps and stuff like that, but like nothing like, I wasn't like overly planning, I wasn't worried about it. It's just the stuff that already exists in my bag. And even at rehearsal tonight, my producer pulled out her dinner and she was like, oh, I have to eat something or else I'm just gonna not be okay. And I was like, yeah, I was like, not to plug the Whole30, but I was like, I'm not worried about food at all anymore. The last couple days I haven't had to worry about like what I was going to eat when or whatnot. It's like I can go a lot longer without food and feel okay. And then when I know that it's time to eat, I don't have that urgency like it's life or death, kind of like I have to eat or I get angry, and it's not like that. It's like it's time to eat, and I take the time to make the food and then eat the food, and it's not like, yeah, I don't know, it's a different experience and I'm really enjoying it. I did start looking today at the next chapter in that new book on food freedom, the chapter on reintroduction, and it's just really putting me in a good place for knowing that reintroduction's coming in another week. It draws a lot of really good analogies and pulls from case studies on like stewardesses who are smokers. Like If you have a 3-hour flight or like a 9-hour flight, they say that the stewardesses start wanting their cigarette at the same time before they land. It's not about how long your flight is, but about how much time you have left. And so one of the things that they mentioned is to make sure to keep reintroduction in your plan. It's not like day 31, you can go do whatever you want. It's like day 31 is day 1 of reintroduction phase, and to make sure to allow yourself the time you need to properly reintroduce each food group. And that I'm very excited about, because that's the part I've been missing the last 2 times that I've done this. And so I'm really excited to make that plan, which is either going to happen tomorrow or Wednesday. I'm not sure which one. Hopefully tomorrow, but if not tomorrow, I'll start working on it on Wednesday. But I do, for reintroduction, I want to make a very clear plan about which foods I'm going to reintroduce on which days. And so right now I'm kicking around the idea of doing sugars first, because so many things have added sugars in them that it's almost impossible to reintroduce a food group without reintroducing sugar in some form. I think they suggest dairy first. I want to look at their suggestions. The other option is, for me, I want to look at what the Whole30 book actually lays out, because I know they do lay out a plan. And so it is possible to just go by that plan. So I want to look at that and see what that is, because if it works or looks like it's something doable, I might just do what they've spelled out. But I don't know. I'll see over the next couple of days. Yeah, so that's about it. Doing well. Definitely going to be ready for bed tonight when it's time to lay down, which is coming up very soon. I have not done yoga, but I did work out today. So I'm toying with the idea of letting yoga go, but I'm also thinking I might open it up once I finish this video and just at least start or do a little bit of it, or let it play in the background while I just stretch or something, so as not to lose the momentum on the videos for the 31 days. I do have a couple that I missed, so I know that I want to redo the 31-day timeline, possibly in March, because that's the next, I think that's the next month that has 31 days in it. That's something I should know from like 2nd grade, but I'm pretty sure it's got 31 days in it. Yeah. So anyway, that's one thing that I want to do, is I do want to take another 31-day month and do that revolution more properly and more focused. The yoga with Adriene. But meanwhile, I'm going to continue on with what I'm doing, so I will most likely open the video up before I go to bed and check it out a little. Yeah, I'm just gonna go. Have a good night, guys. Hope this is helpful for you. Let me know if you're on like a challenge thing, if you're getting close to the end, or if you're struggling with anything, if there's anything coming up for you that you weren't expecting, or if you're doing Whole30, how you plan to reintroduce the different food groups, because I'm very curious to hear how other people are looking at their reintroduction phases, and like how much time you're going to put in between, because a lot of it says like take all the time you need, because a lot of people are really nervous about reintroducing, which I think I really just want to dive in. So I think I'm going to try to do the plan where it's like you reintroduce, then you have 2 days of Whole30, then you reintroduce another group, 2 days of Whole30. I think I'm going to try to do that to make sure that I like keep on point with the schedule. But I don't know, we'll see as the next couple days unfold and I kind of reevaluate that. Oh, and my birthday is getting closer and closer. My birthday is Saturday, and the closer I get to my birthday, the closer I get to thinking I'm just not going to want to indulge, and then I'm going to want to make it more of a birthday kind of experience. Find a restaurant, go out for dinner, but keep everything compliant. So we'll see if that sticks, but for right now, that's definitely where my head's at. People keep asking what I'm going to do for my birthday, and right now I think I'm just going to, I think I'm going to be using this one as like a self-reflection kind of day. So yeah, we'll see. I don't know, that might not stick either, but I'm definitely giving myself the day no matter what. There's a rehearsal scheduled, but my music director is going to take that, so I've got the day off to do whatever it is that I think I need to do that day, which I might not know till that day. So, okay, now I'm done because this video is going to be way long. You had a great day. Hope you're having a great night. And I will talk to you later.